It's time for Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN as we welcome you to the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi right here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, in the heart of the Pine Belt. And it's an old rivalry, the 169th meeting between the Tulane Green Wave and your nationally ranked Southern Miss Golden Eagles. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth here at Pete Taylor Park. I'm Jason Baker alongside my color analyst, Cliff Russell. And Cliff, for the Tulane Green Wave, it's about getting it to the back end. They've got a setup guy in Taylor Montiel, Michael Lombardi, the closer. They can shorten the game to 7 innings, but it's about bridging it there for the Green Wave.
Yeah, without a doubt, Jason, that bullpen has been stellar all season. Tulane coming off an 0-4 skid last week, looking to get back in that win column tonight in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, they were swept over in Tampa, Florida by the South Florida Bulls. For the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, they've been a model of consistency for Christian Ostrander's ball club, 20 wins out of 28 ball games. What have you liked about Southern Miss?
Well, it's just that. You said it, consistency, Jason. But coming off a 2-2 week, they again are trying to put that complete game together here tonight, moving into the weekend in Huntsville.
Yeah, they're going to do it with a veteran arm on the bump. It's Matty Midweek Adams on the mound for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. We've got the Green Wave batting order coming up when we return. Jay Ullman's Green Wave batting order. It begins at the top with Jason Wax. He's hitting over 300 in his last 5 games. But their gap power, Cliff, lead the American Conference in doubles.
Yeah, absolutely. Lost a good bit of power from last season's team, Jason, in the home runs. But you see the doubles there. For me, it's Rasmussen in that 3-hole that drives this offense.
And on the mound, as we mentioned, for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, they know him as Matty Ice. Matthew Adams, the senior out of Pearland, Texas. Cliff, he knows this role. Last time we saw him in Pete Taylor Park, 10 strikeouts, no walks against UTRGV.
He was phenomenal then, Jason. But last weekend, Nichols struggled a little bit. Went just 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Looking to get back on track tonight in Hattiesburg.
He'll have a familiar face receiving for him tonight. It's Lawson Odom, who's been the incumbent catcher to start the season. Tucker Stockman has won this job. He's the everyday catcher. Good to see Law Dog back behind the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you know he's going to get that chance, that opportunity again. He brings a lot of energy to this defense and this lineup. Good to see him back there, as you mentioned.
You see Matthew Russo. He's a little under the weather in his Sunday performance, kind of battling a little bit of a stomach bug virus type situation, but he's back and ready and healthy. 0-2 righty fastball up and away.
Side run.
0-2, there's the slider. He'll break that. 1-2. Slow roller against the shift. Pratt will charge. There's no throw. 1-1. This is sliced out into the right center field gap. This is headed quite possibly the warning track. Pano will cut it off. A strong throw into second base. Lombardi is there with a double, and it's runners at second out. 1-2. Big punch out. Right back to the slider over the top goes Agavitas. Adams strikes out the side. He'll strand 2 for the Green Wave as well. We'll have that Golden Eagle back. Christian Ostrander's batting order looks like it left it on Sunday afternoon. Jake Cook at the top. Monastery in that 2-hole. By the way, they've hit 42 home runs at second best in the Sun Belt, Cliff.
Yeah, the power has been on display, Jason. It's 15 straight games for this offense with a home run, but we saw it some this past weekend. The top of that lineup's got to get going to find a way to manufacture some runs.
On the bump tonight for the Tulane Green Wave, at least to start, it's Blaze Wilsinski. Wilsinski, the junior, a 6'6", 245-pounder out of Waterford, Michigan, just north of Detroit, making his second start this season, Cliff.
Yeah, it's a guy who's been used in a couple different roles in his career, Jason. He ended last season as the Sunday starter. Also was a swing man last year at some point. Kind of the same story this year, been used in a couple different roles. He gets the nod tonight.
Jay Ullman says 3-4 innings, that'll be plenty for him today. Agavitas is the third baseman. That's been a spot a little bit for the Green Wave, a little cumbersome out in the field. It's a club fielding about 967. That's one of the aspects of their game they would like to clean up.
Yeah, and I think you can point up the middle, Jason. The Rasmussen, the only returning starter from a year ago, up the middle for defensively.
That he's gotten to this year in Jake Cook. What a surprise he's been. The 0-2 slider Cook turns on this one, pulls it in the right field. A strong throw comes in. And Jason Wax to hold it to a single. 0-2 slider. He jumps on this out in the left field, back and off the Coke side. That's a two-run home run for Nick Monaster. 106 off the bat and right out of Pete Taylor Park.
Goes back to the off-speed again, up in the zone. Same thing you saw with Cook's single, and Nick Monaster doesn't miss that one, Jason, off the Coke sign. We said it before the broadcast. That ball is probably leaving the yard either way. But
Russo hammers this, back up the middle, out in the right center field. That was the fastball from Wilsinski. 0-2 slider. Gillespie goes around, says Kevin. 2-2 fastball. He knew it too. Right above the knee. That's fastball missed up. Boy, Dre Barrett has. And the 0-1. This is slice foul down that left field line. Got a chance. It's gone too. Boy, I thought it was going foul the way the left fielder for Tanner Chun was tracking it. But it hits off the tradition of excellent sign, and it's a three-run jack for Ozzie Pratt.
gets that one up in the wind, and really not a bad pitch, just catches up a little bit, and Ozzie Pratt just showing the oppo power there, gets it up in that wind, Jason, and turns it into a three-run home run. Big swing with 2 outs there from Ozzie Pratt.
Breaking news, linked in this lineup when you really just makes it on display. Joey Urban shoots this through the 4-hole. They were shifted behind second base. Right up the middle was Connor Rasmussen's into the ball game for the Tulane Green Wave. It's a hard thrower and a bullet out of this pin. The senior out of the Woodlands, Texas, a 6'5", 235-pound right-hander, making his 11th appearance of the season.
Yeah, you mentioned the velocity, Jason. He's going to sit anywhere low to mid-90s with that fastball. Can run it up there 95, 96. Has a slider to go with that as well. And probably, obviously, earlier than the Green Wave wanted to go to the bullpen. It's worth noting they do have 2 midweek games.
To the season for Lawson, but he shoots one inside the bag. This has got extra bases written on it. Lawson's making the turnaround first. Over to third goes Joey Urban. And it's a first pitch swinging double for Lawson. Full count pitch from Clements as a slider. Cook will get a piece. It's a foot race. And Jake Cook doesn't lose foot races. Joey Urban scores from third. That's an RBI infield single on a routine ground ball to first.
What'd you say, 0 for 18 coming in the night? How about 2 for 2 in the first inning so far?
Monaster goes the other way. This is touched over the head of the center fielder, Michael Lombardi. From third is Lawson Odom. Around from first is Jake Cook. It's a triple for Nick Monaster. A homer and a triple in the first inning. And a 2 RBI triple to start. How about an 8-run bottom of the first?
Gets another off-speed center cut there. 106 miles an hour off the bat earlier on the home run. Back again, 106 off the bat over the head of Lombardi out there. And
2 outs and a walk for the Golden Eagles. And Matthew Russo rips one right at Matias Haas, who will step on the bag. But it was an 8-run, 8-hit bottom of the first. Pick what highlight you want. There were a ton to choose from. The Golden Eagles lead.
From Matt, you're just off the plate there. Looks like he's in full control as he comes back with the
first strike on the first pitch. Fastball here, right to Monaster, who had it bounce off his glove.
His guys behind him to play defense. That's the kind of team he wants, pitching and defense.
Barrett will charge. He'll take the easy out over the first. Harrison has popped it up. Jake Cook is calling for it. Left center field. He'll make the catch. That's it for the Green Wave in the top of 2. Golden Eagles coming right back. 3-2 slider punched out. Looking. Kevin. 1-1. This is touched. 107 off his bat. Michael Lombardi cannot get there. One hops the center field wall. It'll be a double for Carson Pato. Later came around on the Ozzie Pratt 3-run homer. Barrett attacks a changeup at his knee. Lifts it to the right side of center field. Tagging is Carson Pato. And the fly out. 1-0. This is lifted up on the infield. That's going to be caught by Kakea Harrison, and that's it for the Golden Eagles. Just a double to speak of. 2 doubles tonight. In 2/3 innings pitched without a walk given up. That's really good. So is Matias Haas gets a barrel right into the glove of Dre Barrett. He dropped it on the catch, his throat, not in time. Haas runs well. Barrett, I thought, had caught it on the line out. He has become a social media superstar. This ball skips away to the backstop over the top of Lawson Odom. Nothing he could do with that slider from Matt Adams.
Said absolutely. You know, what I learned from him is that, you get families involved and it kind of creates something in a clubhouse.
Asmussen lifts it up. Gillespie is underneath it, the left fielder. There's 2 away. Adams goes fastball. That catches the outside corner. Lombardi didn't like it. He's got a pretty good argument, to be honest with you. 92, though. Kevin Kennedy gives Matt Adams the call. And that's it for the top of.
Shorten up.
Clements again goes slider away. This one.
It's kind of something that Coach Oz has done. And Lawson Odom is a part of that council and obviously the leader on this team.
Joey Urban. It was a.
I think they may call some type of
hitter's interference here on Lawson Odom, I believe. It was a strike him out, throw him out situation. And they're going to get Lawson Odom.
Yeah, you'll see him kind of come across the plate here and interfere with that throw.
Yeah, took that step towards home plate. There's been a point of emphasis on that this season. Therefore, Joey Urban is put down as well. 2-2 fastball. Way to do it, not to let him stride out. Getting looking at the plate. Not often he does that. Will Clements, a big punch out. Golden Eagles, nothing happening in the bottom of 3. Matt Adams goes to work. Fastball punched out.
Can navigate the bullpen and kind of put a plan together. We've seen in the seasons past where maybe they've gone a bullpen.
2-2 pitch. Fastball, boy, he has got it. Adams had been in a 3-0 count, and either one of them. Decided he was going to get Kakea Harrison. Matthew Russo gets a glove on this. It was struck well, sharply. Down. One swinging, one's looking. Fastball right back up the middle. This will head out into center field. This will score 2 for the Green Wave. From third comes Schultz, who had walked to get on from right in the middle portion of the strike zone. But Jason Wax got a piece of. Wild pitch here. And Matt Adams, second with runners on. 2-1 from Adams. Slider deep in the 6th hole. Pratt to his feet. Got to it, but it scores a run. It'll be a hit for Haas. Did. Eddie Newsom said it did make contact with Connor's foot. The 1-2 fastball that Lombardi gets to. Carson Pato, a long run into foul territory. He'll make the catch. The Green Wave will leave them loaded, but not before they got 3 runs. Ullman's making a call to the pen. It's Taylor Montiel, the junior out of Brentwood, Tennessee. He's a left-handed reliever. And a darn good one at that. This is one of the two pieces on the back end of the pin. Both he and Lombardi have been the bullets, Cliff. It's a guy 91 to 95 with a fastball slider change. How about that ERA? .52 across 17 and a third innings pitched.
Yeah, that obviously stands out right there, Jason. And just one run in those 17.1 innings that he's given up. Jay Ullman, you said it, going to one of his bullets here in the middle part of this game.
1-2. That got Monaster on the leg tonight. 3-2. That fastball doesn't have a chance. Over Montiel, fourth batter. He's going to plunk on the 3-2 and a big cut over the top of the bat. Full count payoff pitch. Dre Barrett hit sharply right to Agabitas, who will go home for the force out. And there's two away. Shortstop his last trip up. Pratt sees it inside, an RBI from a walk. Golden Eagles are going to get a run without a hit. Battle played Russo from third base. Mizio going to the freshman lefty, Julius Ajike Charles, out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 5'11", 175 pounds, making his 7th appearance of the season. 2-1. This is ripped right into the glove of James Agabitas, who will step on the third base bag for the force out, but not before the Golden Eagles get a run without a hit. They'll leave 3 aboard. 9-3 Southern Miss as we head to the top of the 5th. Best is into this ball game. Best has been a guy kind of used in a lot of roles lately for Christian Ostrander. He has been in high traffic situations, comes in here in the top of the 5th to try to begin to connect the pieces to the back end for Southern Miss.
Yeah, look, we know Christian Ostrander, and what we've seen is that if he doesn't trust you, Jason, and he doesn't know what to expect out of you, he's going to have a hard time putting you out there on that bump. And Chandler Best, certainly a guy that he trusts to this point.
2-2, and Chandler Best sharp. That spanned 5 runs, only 4 have been earned. Tried to slide into the back foot on base hit. That was the double to Michael Lombardi. And this is ripped out in the right field. Carson Pato will get to it. First to third goes Gavin Schultz. 1-2, ground ball. Dre Barrett can't get to it. This is going to make it out in the left field. RBI single for the freshman Tanner Chun. He'll play Gavin Schultz, who got aboard via walk. Brooks Willoughby, Cliff, who will inherit the bases loaded here with 1 out. It's a freshman arm out of Vicksburg, Mississippi, a Warren Central High School product, 6'5", 220. Everyone I talked to about Brooks talks about the tilt that he got and the sink coming out of that hand.
Yeah, he uses that big 6'5" frame, Jason, and gets downhill good with the fastball. As you mentioned, tilt makes it tough to hit.
To right field back in the 4th inning off Adams, and Willoughby comes inside and waxes plunk with the pitch. Down to first he goes, hit by a pitch from Brooks Willoughby at first. 3-1, ground ball. Monaster's got it. He's got to hurry. His throw is in time, and that's it. But the Green Wave get a couple of runs on a couple of hits, but they'll leave them loaded. We head to the 88-93, a slider somewhere between 79 and 83. That's the slider. Odom gets the barrel on it. It's out in the shallow center field. Michael Lombardi tonight has had a rough go of it out in center field. Lets that one. Yeah, it is. 0-1. Jake Cook turns on one down the right field line. This is fixing to get fun, folks. Lawson Odom is being held up. Travis Creel holds him at third. A reason to make the base all 3 times tonight. A homer, a triple. He's been hit by a pitch. Going to put the ball in play to the shortstop, pick up the RBI. Driving in Odom from third. Cook advanced, by the way, as well over to third. Biscuits now being served in Hattiesburg. 2-2. This is sharply hit down the right field line. This is why they want this picture with him. Jake Cook comes in from third. It's an RBI double for the Bull. And Cliff, he just continues. G.K. Charles goes slider. I think Gillespie believed it. Take a look. Here's another look. I thought it was the back.
This day and age, Jason, and you said it, how each team approaches him. There are no secrets. And Davis Gillespie has that power, I believe.
Carson Pato lifts this to left. Out into shallow left field is Ray Barrett's taking another walk. Second one of the ball. You can see Pinckney kind of give up on it. Pratt, it's a slow roller. Asmussen, slick fielding second baseman, charges, fields it and slings it over in time, but not before a couple runs. A two-way player, he's the closer for the Green Wave. Chops one to Pratt off a nice little short hop. His throw to Russo goes high. Russo's tagged to Lombardi, and the ball pops out of his glove. Lombardi is Johnson, the freshman from Thousand Oaks, California. Dre Barrett. It's a slow roller. His throw to second in time. The throw from Monaster to Russo. Not in time, says Marcus Evans. So they'll be up. 2-1 fastball. This is through the 6 hole. And Nate Johnson's aboard with his first hit of the night. Position. Ground ball. Ozzie Pratt over to Monaster for one. To throw to Russo. What a pick from the first baseman in time. 6-4-3. Inning ending. DP. Arm into the ball game for the Green Wave. It's the freshman Michael DeVinny out of Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. 6'5", 190 pounds as he enters this ball game, making his 5th appearance of the season.
Yeah, it's a small sample, but here's an opportunity for the freshman to earn some innings, Jason. Just 3 innings so far through this season.
DeVinny pumps it. Urban lifts high into the night sky. Underneath it is Jason Wack. Ground ball. Picked over on the third base bag from Nate Johnson. Gets it across. 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Jake Cook will take it.
A lot of Mark Maddox, kind of the same body size, the frame, but Mark was just so strong, and you see it in the swing.
Monaster goes down swinging from Michael DeVinny on a wicked changeup that darted out of the zone. That's it for the bottom of 6. Josh Ox into the ball game. That riding fastball, the stuff's been good of late. Christian Ostrander said, I'm pushing him to even more. Want to see the next level in Josh Ock because he can be flat out elite, Cliff.
Yeah, look, there's no secret about it. If this team is going to have success moving forward and deep into this season and the postseason, Jason, they've got to find somebody in this bullpen to step up. And certainly Christian Ostrander hoping Josh Ock is that guy. They've got to find somebody other than Colby Allen that can take that ball in those high leverage situations.
Tanner Chun, freshman left fielder, popping up the first pitch. Fastball up in the zone. Ozzie Pratt's underneath it. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Harrison got a piece. Fastball here. This is hit past Dre Barrett at third base and out in the left field. Jason. Ground ball. Monaster going to have to charge. His only play will be to first with the glove flip. And Russo will hang on. That's it for the Green Wave in the top of the 7th. We're going to stretch at Pete Taylor. 39 on the weekend. Russo rolls one over to the second baseman, Rasmussen. He'll get it to first in time. Down goes Matthew. 3-2. Davis Gillespie says, nah, I'm going to send it this way. Down the line and gone. A homer for Davis Gillespie. And who wants to hit it to the backside anyway? His 7th home run of the year.
Goes back to the changeup here, full count, and it's inner half, and Davis Gillespie gets the hands through, doesn't miss it, puts it over the tradition of excellent sign, showing off the power there.
Big smile from Davis. Third homer of the night for the Golden Eagles as Pato sends one to Rasmussen. Barrett sends one out in the left center field. Michael Lombardi can't get to it, and it's up and over the wall. A ground rule double for Dre Barrett. 1-2, this gets away from Pinckney. Dre Barrett will move up 90 feet on a wild pitch. Consecutive homer games since becoming the hitting coach. Pratt lifts this up. Kind of an awkward play, and this is going to touch down in fair territory. Kaikea Harrison wound up walks. They have struck out 7 times. Urban flights one out into right field. There's Jason Wax. He'll make the catch. That's it for the Golden Eagles, but they get a couple of runs.
What he's done since he stepped on campus is, he's changed the locker room and he's changed the program as well.
Jake Cook will catch his fly ball out for the first out here in the top.
So they don't know whether he's more productive and whether it's on the mound or the middle of this lineup. Certainly he's a huge piece to both parts.
Well, he's going to get a single over the glove of Nick Monaster, who tried to climb a ladder. Oh boy. Good morning, good afternoon, good. This one wide of Lawson. Odom, a wild pitch from Josh Ock. That's going to allow Theo Bryant the 4th up to second base. Full count. Ock breathing heavy. Wants to spot it up. Can't get the call. 80. It almost looks like it's coming at their hip. It works back over the inner half. Jake Cook will charge. Theo Bryant, the 4th, gets a turnaround 3rd. Golden Eagles might would have had a play at Jake Cook. One and done. Cork one to home, but he doesn't. He'll allow the run to. Full count, runner goes, Chun skies one, shallow left field. Ozzie Pratt runs over, calls for it, makes the catch. That's it for the top of the 8th, the 3rd out, but not before the Green Wave get another run.
And by the time you drive to New Orleans and load a plane and get through there, he said, man, that travel's not easy on us. They're going to break that drive up. They're going to drive to Tennessee.
2-1. Hard chopper right to Rasmussen. He gets it over to second for 1. They could not double up. Jake. Hard right turn. Russo goes down, gets to the fastball. Shuffler had it go off his glove. Four out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The right-hander McCarty English is in his first appearance in a little more than a week since pitching over in Monroe. This is a guy they would love to find that magic that he had early in his freshman campaign, Cliff. The stuff is good. It's just been the ability to command it of late that Christian Ostrander has continuously been working on with McCarty English. And if he can find it, boy, he'll be another piece into the tool belt of Christian Ostrander.
Without a doubt.
3rd on the season, 4 hits and 6 runs in that time span. This is ripped through the 6th hole, right past a diving Ozzie Pratt out to Davis Gillespie and Jackson Lynn's. Sharpen the focus of McCarty English, 93 just above Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The right-hander, Landon Payne into this ball game. Sort of thought of to maybe be the incumbent closer for this club as the season began. They have seen him at certain moments of this season, Cliff be extremely sharp. Really threw a nice inning on Sunday, gave up the 1 run on a cutter that just spotted up into the middle of the zone. But otherwise, the stuff was good. The cutter was sitting about 92, fastball between 95 and 96 from Landon Payne. Make no bones about it. This is some good stuff coming onto the mound for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and I know I sound like a broken record, but Jason, if this bullpen's going to be successful, he he has got to be a part of it. It's going to be Kobe Allen. It's going to be Josh Ock. It's going to be Landon Payne. He has got to be a piece at the end of these games.
2-2. Fastball. Beautifully spotted and received. Fastball punched out right on the, in recent memory at least, the 0-2 from Landon Payne. Slide piece and a good one. Payne strikes out the side. It was an 8-run first that got it all started, but the Golden Eagles also added a run in the fourth, a couple in the fifth, and a couple in the seventh, Cliff. They hold on to win this one tonight, 13-6, banging out 16 hits, 16 straight game with a homer, their 14th multi-homer game. Golden Eagles looking awfully strong as they get ready to head on the road for a while.
Yeah, it was a bad night to be a hanging breaking ball, Jason, as they leave the yard 3 times, but a great start. Now they go on the road for 8 games. Christian Ostrander will learn a lot about his team over these next couple weeks.
This is the pace they're on through 29 games. They hit 29 homers a year ago. They're up to 45 on the season with adding 3 on it tonight. It was a pleasure, my man. Welcome back into the booth. Enjoyed sitting beside you. For our statistician, Marty Wyndham, for Cliff Russell, on behalf of Lee Field and his entire camera, production, and graphics crew, I'm Jason Baker. We thank you for spending a part of your Tuesday night with us. Golden Eagles jump all over Tulane early, 8-0. They go on to win it 13-6. You've been watching college baseball on ESPN.